Good morning, Phil.
Good morning, Miriam.
Well,
good morning to our attendees joining us online.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for your interest in the yachting industry program. Today's webinar is really to give you and to provide you all the information you need to know about this specific program on yachting and to answer all of your questions. And we have here today with us the Professor Klaus, who will go through all the details. So let's start.
Thank you so very much for the introduction, Miriam. Let me share my screen with you so we can look at the presentation in more detail. Thank you again for joining us, most appreciated. Today's agenda is first we talk about the individual contributors to the program, which is Miriam and myself, some information about the program, which then leads us into the overview, meaning what are the scope, aim, objectives, and why we're doing this, and why it will be beneficial for you and your practices, which then leads into the logistics, which Miriam will discuss in more detail about the times, etiquette, and everything that comes with it. And at the end, you will have the opportunity to I answer your individual questions for the program that you might have. So let's get right to it. My name is Professor Dr. Phil Klaus. I'm professor at the International University of Monaco, considered as one of the leading customer experience strategists worldwide. And according to Stanford University's annual ranking, I'm one of the world's top 2% scientists for the last 5 years. I'm also not only an award-winning scholar, but also a certified influencer, believe it or not, in the customer experience field. Miriam, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, thank you, Phil. My name is Miriam Arbel, and I am the Business Development Manager for the Executive Education Department here at IUM. I joined a few months ago to build this department and to create short courses for executives and professionals in the different expertise that we offer at IUM, such as yachting. And we're also developing other courses, such as one in the ultra high net worth individual client management, another one in leadership, another one in family wealth management. So really developing this executive education side of the school, and really happy that we could answer your questions for this yachting program today.
Thank you, Miriam. So let's take a look at the program information. The dates that are available. One is on the 3rd or 5th of June 2024, and the second one will be in February 2025, on the 3rd to 5th. The 3rd to 5th suits very well everybody working in the super yacht and yachting industry, because it's after Super Yacht Forum and all the events take place in Amsterdam, the Super Yacht Summit in Turkey, and before the first yacht shows of the year in the United States. So it's perfectly timed. What is it all about? Well, we want to share with you what matters most to the super yacht client, meaning what drives their behavior, and later on, how to take advantage of this knowledge. The objective is clearly that we convert these insights that we have from our very unique panel into actions that you can use to increase your performance, whatever you define as performance. If it would be conversion rate from prospects into clients, positive, negative word of mouth, increasing the one, decreasing the other one, or just share of categories so that your clients buy more and more often from you versus the competition. The audience clearly are executives and managers responsible for client activities and client management in the super yachting industry. Can be sales, can be broker houses, can be everybody involved in the service ecosystem, can be the chief marketing officer, can be the digital manager, whoever it is facing and working with and working for the client will be relevant for this one. Here you find a short appreciation of the 2.5 days and how they are organized. Again, the program is sequential. So you learn something in one session, then you apply it, and then we use it into conversion of action. So it's always research, insights, actions. and it follows all the way through for 2.5 days. But a little bit more about these details and the logistics coming with it. Miriam, before we go there, this is one of the, how shall I say, core points that we are emphasizing is the customer journey, which is something that's needed according to all professionals in the super yacht industry. And we're the first one who introduce a model that will help you gaining more knowledge from your customers. And by doing this, as you can see, we have the blue and the gray ones. Where would you rather be, blue or gray? Look at return on marketing, positive recommendation. All of this is facilitated by the course that we're going to deliver to you. Now, Miriam, off to you.
Thank you, Phil. Yes, a little bit more about the program logistics. The program is 2.5 days, and it starts every day at 9 a.m. And on the last day, we finish at 2 p.m. So your attendance is crucial in order to receive the IUM certificate. Please do make sure that you arrange your transportation accordingly and arrive on time. In terms of attire, it's business casual. It's not too formal, but also not too casual. What will be offered in terms of catering on the program will be the breakfast every day, coffee breaks, lunches, and also 2 dinners on the first day, on the Monday, and on the Tuesday as well, in order to allow for a lot of networking moments between all of you participants. I will obviously provide more details on logistics, such as accommodation, transportation, once you decide if you would like to join. And we are currently offering a 20% early bird discount, if you decide to register on the program before the 15th of April, which ends in 6 days now. And that's pretty much it for the logistics.
Thank you, Miriam. So now it's up to you to ask us any questions you might have about the program, the details of the program, and how you would like to take advantage of the program. Let me just stop sharing. There you go. So we got some questions in our chat, as I can see, and some people also send us some questions beforehand. So, okay. Question number 1 was about, okay. This is about why we focus on the super yachting industry and why that is so important, and how we differentiate ourselves from others. Well, the point is, let's be quite honest, no one knows more about the super yacht industry and what drives super yacht client or charter client behavior than we do here at the International University of Monaco. We have groundbreaking research from over 400 charter clients, super yacht clients, people who buy, people who build, and everything that comes with it. Our expertise is not only based upon that, we also do work for the associations of the super yacht industry, such as research work with the Super Yacht Life Foundation, which just recently asked us about what the future of the industry will be, what are the major trends, and how they can, how shall I say, take advantage of these trends and also convert more ultra-high net worth individuals in super yacht owners, because we can clearly see some of the trends that we will discuss during the program is that more and more people will not, despite having more and more people with the financial means, will not consider super yachting. And we will show you the insights, how to convert that, how to take that advantage of, rather than saying what seems to be the problem. So what we are trying to give you here is take insights out of a large sample that you won't have by yourself in order to give you biased, unbiased, evidence-based information on what drives their behavior. Meaning what will be considered positive and negative. And it's not only about the super yacht industry. That's one thing you always have to keep in mind, because an ultra high net worth individual, a super yacht is only part of their life, but not their entire life. While we completely understand that for you, it is your life, But for the ultra high net worth individuals, according to our research, the thing that it is a facilitator of vacation. So we will also show you what this means for your business, who are you competing with, and who are you competing for. Because the most important part is that you're competing for somebody, for a client, and we can clearly demonstrate you what they appreciate and what could lead to them not appreciating your offers. Does it make sense? So thank you for that question.
There's another question in the Q&A section, Phil. I don't know. Can you see it?
Ah, yes. Okay. Okay. It's more about the detail of the program. How will it be?
No. So I'm gonna read it. Good morning. Thanks for the presentation. Can you read it? It's in the Q&A.
No, I cannot. No.
Okay. I am in professional development and change approaching now. Yachting department, but coming from a different sector. How will this course help me dealing with ultra high net worth individual clients?
Okay. Very good. First of all, congratulations to you, for joining the super yacht world. It's always something very interesting to joining in. How will that help you? Well, first and foremost, you do have to understand when you come already from an ultra high net worth individual client facing one, it's clear that you know how to deal with them. But the super yacht industry requires a different kind of attention. We always talk about what we call context specific. You could work, for example, in tourism. You could work in financial services. You could work into art collection, where the things, while they build relationships, are more transactional and one time. But if you think about a super yacht build, for example, you think about what we call a much larger ecosystem, meaning from the moment you decide to have it until you finally get it, it takes between, well, 18 to up to 48 months. And during that time, you work with a lot of involved party, what we call the service ecosystem. So there are lots of more parties involved in that than in every other industry. And you need to learn how to manage the expectation for all these parts. So it will help you that you got ultra high net worth individual knowledge, but we also will show you how this knowledge can be used and converted to your benefit in the super yachting industry, while at the same time respecting the uniqueness and the unique challenges that this super yacht industry has. I see there's another Q&A. Also in June, is you proposing the course, or will you plan other dates? You might have joined us late because we showed before, not only in June there's a course, there's a second course on February 3rd to 5th, 2025. Why February 3rd to 5th? It's the end after the Super Yacht Forum and all the summits. So there's before Amsterdam, then there comes Turkey, and then there's what we call a break in between until we go to Miami and Fort Lauderdale and the end of February. So February 3rd and 5th fits perfectly for you taking your valuable time out of this and getting to know the things that you can use and apply then already in Miami or Fort Lauderdale, if you like to.